breakout. You've heard of the fake out, and you've undoubtedly even heard of the legendary mommy makeout. But what we have on our hands is so much bigger than that. The once-in-a-lifetime double pump and bust, triple thrust, with cheese, hold the Magoo. With the S&P going on a complete rampage as the bulls have been unleashed, Bitcoin and altcoins are absolutely rumping to the upside as baby bears struggle to find their wills to live after believing cartoon characters on Twitter that Bitcoin would go below $10,000. In fact, this bull trap is so big, so gargantuanly ginormous, that it's actually a bear trap. Right now, the price of Bitcoin continues to rump, thump, chump, and gigapump to the upside, as Bitcoin right now is kind of just teeter-tottering right around the $24,000 level, and the stock market is absolutely exploding here. And this is absolutely ginormous for Bitcoin holders here. Right now, we see Bitcoin testing right now. Again, we've just gotten within squinches and inches of this 200-week moving average, which by many accounts is the kind of like the bull market bust-off zone. Now, again, I don't necessarily believe we're in a bull market. However, guys, we have to be honest here. The climate is it has shifted a lot. And after a historic dump fest of a bear market, where essentially we saw no upside for well over a year, is it possible that a switcheroo is actually upon us here? And what I mean by that, as I've been saying for weeks and weeks since we've been at, when we were down at $15,000, I think a relief to at least the mid 30,000s is coming. And we're about halfway there. Okay, if we go another halfway, we will be right in that, significantly in that $30,000 price range here. But so I want to take a look at this as well. A TD sequential 1 is printing for the months of February, which marks the start of a bull market, according to CryptoCon here on Twitter, after the bear market 9, where we had a bear market 9 just ending a few months ago. And here we are potentially entering a bull. Now, again, I guess we could have like mini bull markets, but in terms of a traditional bull market for Bitcoin, I think we're still, months away from that. However, could we have a multi-month bull run? I guess you could call it that, right? I don't necessarily like calling it a bull run, but I mean, technically, if we go up month after month for tens and hundreds of percent gains, sure. Let's just call it a bull run. Let's call it a bull market. Why not, right? So that's printing here on the TD sequential. And obviously, in terms of simple analysis here, a mustache here on Twitter, showing in 2015 and 2019, after reclaiming the 10 moving average line here, a long bull market began. And if we close this month above, then we will see something similar according to simple technical analysis. And again, there are a million charts, a million technical indicators showing that Bitcoin is ready to pump. All we were waiting for was a fundamental reason. And we got that fundamental reason. At least we have a better fundamental reason than we did a month ago. And that is the Fed looking a little more dovish than ever before, potentially easing up for the first time since this bear market began, for the first time in well over a year. And that is just exciting, right? We have the technicals now lining up with the fundamentals. And again, I personally think that I think it's very likely over the next week, we are going to see potentially a shift to the upside. And, if we look back a week from now, let's say a week or two go by and we're at 30,000, will you be surprised? Because that is literally it's a very realistic scenario for right now. Again, as I talked about when we were at 16K, I said we're about to pump. Okay, we pumped. Now I'm saying again, we have the momentum, we have the fundamental and technicals behind us to give us another move to the upside here. Potentially even trying to get close to that $30,000 level. Now again, we're still thousands of dollars away from that, but guys, things happen quick. Look at this chart. All of the major moves, and it always has been like this. It has always been like this for Bitcoin. All of the major moves happen in very short amounts of times, whether it's to the dumpy side or to the pumpy side. So all it takes is, 2 or 3 green daily candles, and that would put us, we could get to 30K in a couple candles. All we need is like 3 or 4 candles. Okay. That's all it takes. And that's usually how it happens. And it usually also happens after these FOMC meetings, which are marked on this chart here with these vertical lines here. Not to mention the super trend right here, again, flipped green. Every time we've seen this, we've seen at least nearly 100% gains for Bitcoin. So again, take that for what you want. I mean, many times we've had multiple 100% gains. This was the craziest. That was like 8,000% gains. That was nuts. That was for leading into the end of 2017. But at the very least, we've gotten about 100% gain. Actually, yeah, a little over 100% from September 21 to where we got that blow off top right around 69K. Nice. If you want to call it a blow off top. But again, these are amazing scenarios to be trading, especially if we have a quick upside move. These quick upside moves are literally the most exciting moves to trade because you have a position, you're waiting for, days or even weeks. And in just a couple of days, you get those massive upside moves. And guys, I mean, some of those altcoins, as we've been talking about, are literally doing that right now. Many altcoins are up significantly right now. It's not just Bitcoin going up. We are seeing the altcoins slowly start to inch and squinch to the upside. Again, we are watching the DXY to see if we just came in for the first time to this new level of support that we've been watching and waiting for. We've had these boxes on here for months, and here we are. We are on the last big one that correlates to this parabolic trend of all of 2022, which again, guys, as we talked about back here, this trend of the DXY in a nonstop upside parabola to the upside, it is over, okay? It's over, and the bears have had a hard time accepting that, okay? Still in denial a little bit. I think a lot of people are about the DXY just only going to the upside. Hasn't been the case now for about 3 months. And the tides have quickly shifted. Not to mention, for pizza's sake, we're close to a golden cross with the 200 going above the 50-day moving average right here. This is so this is very big. We're potentially about to see a golden cross, which, again, guys, a lot of things have lined up here. Very, very exciting. And the pumpage potentially, again, watch out for fake outs because we are going to get, I'm surprised we haven't gone back to 20K yet for a retest. Always keep that in the back of your mind. But yeah, so far this has been absolute pumpy. Pumpy absolutely confirmed. So you guys, channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn those ghost notifications, turn these absolute time-sensitive alerts. Take advantage of massive bonuses with BitGet and BITGET below, specifically on BitGet and BITGET. 0 trading fees for spot, and additionally, with BITGET, no KYC required, and as well on BitGet. So it takes like 30 seconds to sign up. And again, 0 fees for spot trading. Absolutely game changer. Without any further ado, it's for me.